Hello everyone, we will practice Hatha Yoga. You won't need anything, just a mat and something to sit on. And let's get started. Don't take it all the way to strength, don't take it all the way to comfort. Try to find a balance between the two. Okay, and close your legs. The base of the big toe is touching. Move your shoulders back and down. Stretch downwards and let go. Close your hands in front of your chest. Pull back your chin a little and stretch upwards with the top of your head. And at the same time, push your soles into the ground. Close your eyes. And just breathe. Try to bring all the energy you worked with today to the here and now. Try to feel your surroundings. Hear the sounds. Feel your body. Feel your breathing. Feel how the air fills your lungs. And at the exhale, how it returns to the air. Focus only on your breathing. And try to make your inhale and exhale both a little longer. Don't run out of breath, but try to make it nice and slow. Keep this up, but now first breathe in using the stomach, then the rib cage, and then the top of your chest. And breathe out in the same manner. So first from the stomach, rib cage, and then chest. Try to expand your stomach and rib cage and chest as well to all the directions, so backwards, sideways, and forwards. It's probably easier to expand it forwards, so pay a little more attention to expanding them backwards and sideways. But don't try too hard. Try to keep it relaxed. And after the next exhale, just return to your natural breathing. Observe how you feel. And slowly put down your hands. Slowly blinking, open your eyes. Make a little spread and just move around a little, how it's comfortable to you. And now, with an inhale, stretch upwards. Palms facing together. Exhale downwards. And keep doing this in your own rhythm. Always move as long as there is breathing. So the breath leads the movement. At the inhale, try to elevate the rib cage from the pelvis. Try not using your stomach for breathing. Push your soles into the ground. Stretch upwards with your head. And now stop with the next inhale. And stretch upwards with your left hand and downwards with your left leg. So stretch on one side. And now the other. This is super awesome practice for if you sit a lot. And keep switching in your own rhythm. I suggest you go into this position by an inhale. And with an inhale, you stretch your whole body. And with an exhale, you can either stay for one more breath or just with an exhale, you can go in the middle, and with an inhale, stretch upwards. And stretch with both. And exhale. And inhale again, stretch upwards. And bend your knees and bend forward. Try to touch the ground. You can bend your knees as much as you want, as much as you need. Don't feel too much stretch in your tight flexors. And with an inhale, stretch upwards. Exhale. Put down your hands. Inhale upwards. Exhale downwards. And now step backwards into plank. Put down your knees. Arrive into hands and knees. And try doing a shoulder circling. First backwards. You should feel you should feel your shoulder blades sliding all the way down your back. And then push outwards and feel the shoulder blades sliding on the side of your back. So try to make it as big circles as you comfortably can. And now the other direction. Try to push out with an exhale and try to let in with an inhale. So the shoulder blades close up when you inhale and they go apart when you exhale. Okay, slowly stop and do a half circle backwards and push out. And do a Marjorie. Tip your pelvis backwards and let this movement ripple through your spine. One by one, push out your vertebrates, and with an inhale, do the opposite, starting from the pelvis again. You can put a little forward-backward movement. When you exhale and push out, you move backwards, and when you inhale, you move forwards. And arrive into Yoga Mudra. Stretch forward with your hands. And walk to one direction with only your hands, maybe to right. And feel your left side stretching. You should also stretch backwards with your sitting bones. Try to sit on your left heel with your sitting bones. And try to breathe through your left side. And now move back to the middle with your hands and move to the other side. Do the same. Try to breathe calmly, softly, continuously. And move back to the middle. And push yourself up into Vajrasana. If you can't sit on your heels, then you can put a pillow under it, under your buttocks. Stretch, pull your chin back a little and stretch upwards with the top of your head. And go back into hands and knees and stretch. Plank. And now put down your knees and with an exhale, let down your chest and chin in front of your hands. Keep your elbows close to your body. Ashtangasana. And with an inhale, push forward into Bhujangasana, Cobra. Push your pelvis into the ground, tip your pelvis backwards, so it's more comfortable to your waist. And stretch forwards with every inhale with your chest. Meanwhile, stretch backwards and towards each other with your elbows. If you're doing this right, you should feel a little warm effect around your shoulder blades in your back. Just a little more. Okay, slowly let go of the force. And now push yourself up into hands and knees, elevate your pelvis and arrive into mountain. You can start bending your knees if it's comfortable, if it's more comfortable than just standing still. Okay, and slowly stop now and just get comfortable in mountain. You can keep your knees bent, it's alright. Just push your hands hard into the mat and try to push it away from you as much as you can. Stretch backwards with your sitting bones. Your heels don't need to touch the ground. It's completely fine if they are in the air. Try to breathe in your rib cage and the back of your back. So, yes, the back of your chest. Maybe that's better. And slowly walk up behind your hands. And slowly, with an inhale, elevate and stretch upwards. Exhale, downwards. We will do Surya Namaskara now. The first round will be slow, and then we will actually we won't make it that fast. So inhale, stretch upwards, Exhale, downwards, bend forward. With an inhale, step backwards with your right leg. Stretch forward. Your front leg is strong, so there's little weight on your hands. And push your hind foot into the ground. Stretch forward with your chest. Exhale, step backwards, plank. Exhale, Ashtanga, put down your knees, chest and chin. Inhale, Cobra. And exhale, Mountain. Next inhale, step forward with your right leg. It's the same as before. Stretch forward, push both legs into the ground. And exhale, bend forward. Inhale, straighten, stretch upwards. Exhale, base position. Inhale, upwards. Exhale, downwards. Step backwards with your left leg. Inhale. Exhale, step back with your right. Plank. And put down your knees, chest and chin. And with an inhale, Cobra. Exhale, Mountain. Left foot forwards. Inhale. Exhale, right foot forwards, bend forward. Inhale, upwards. Exhale, Tadasana. Inhale, upwards. Exhale, downwards. Right foot backwards. Inhale. Left foot backwards. Exhale. Put down your knees and chest, chin. And inhale, Cobra. Exhale, Mountain. Right foot forwards. Inhale. Exhale, left foot, bend forward. Inhale, upwards. Exhale, Tadasana. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Left foot backwards. Inhale. Right foot backwards. And chest and chin, Ashtangasana. Inhale, Cobra. Exhale, Mountain. Left foot forwards. Inhale. Right foot. Exhale. Inhale, upwards. Exhale, downwards. Okay, we will do one more round. I will only say the breath. So if you feel uncomfortable or you don't yet know the movements, then you can rewind the video and see the previous one. In, out, 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 in, out. Rest a little. You can do these sun salutations. If you do one round a day, that's pretty awesome. But if you do 3 and 5, you will see very good effects on your body. And it really makes all your body move around, especially the spine. Okay. Let's get back into bend forward and move back into mountain. And put down your knees. Arrive into hands and knees. And step forward with your right leg. And elevate. Okay. And now tip forward, not forward, backward. Tip backwards, so under yourself, your pelvis. Push your hind foot into the ground, push your front foot into the ground, and with an inhale, stretch upwards, and with an exhale, move forward and downward. Don't put weight on your hands. They are just here. You can even put them down, or you can stretch upwards with your hands as well. It's a little more difficult like this. And now get up with an inhale, and an exhale, bend over your leg comfortably. And now move forward a little. So your hands are next to your leg, and try to elevate your heel to your buttocks. This is a strength practice, so feel free to go all out. Just make sure your tight flexors don't cramp. Okay, and put it down and stretch. And put it down and go back into the step back with your right foot into hands and knees and elevate into mountain. And now step forward with your other leg. That's the left for me. And elevate. Tip your pelvis backwards. Breathe in the rib cage, the chest, and stretch upwards with every inhale. And every exhale, move a little forward and downwards. Try not to putting your weight on your hands. The harder you press your hind feet into the ground, the more weight it takes off from your knee. So if you feel like your knee is, there's pain in your knee because of the pressure, then you can either put a blanket under it or just push your foot harder into the ground. And with the next inhale, come up. Exhale, bend over. Breathe. And now move forward, hands next to the leg. And elevate your right heel. Try to touch your buttocks. And put it down, toes down, and stretch. And put it down again. Step back with your left leg and into mountain again. You can move your pelvis left and right in mountain if it feels good. Yeah, you can even bend your knees when you move left and right. Now I didn't. Okay, and from here arrive into lie on your belly. Put your hands next to you, palms facing upwards, and rotate your head into one direction. And move your head in the middle. Put your hands next to your floating ribs. And do a cobra. We've already done this a couple of times. Push your pelvis into the ground, tip your pelvis backwards. Stretch backwards and towards each other with your elbows. Stretch forward with your chest. And slowly let go. Rotate your head in the other direction as it previously was. And just rest a little. And go back in the middle with your head. Touch your toes together and lift your legs and stretch backwards with your legs. Try to keep them stretched, your legs. And try to elevate your upper body as well, but only go as far as it's comfortable to your waist. So if you feel like there's discomfort there, then just lower your upper body first and then your legs. Keep stretching in both directions. Try to make your waist as long as possible. Breathe in your chest. Don't use the stomach now for breathing. Okay, and put down and rest a little. Turn your head towards the other direction. And back to the middle again. Feel free to do this again, what we just did. Or if you would come further, then get into position. So elevate your legs and your upper body. And now bring your hands next to your floating ribs and stretch together, stretch backwards and towards each other with them, like in Bhujangasana. Try to breathe in the chest. Try to keep the Mula and Uddiyana Bandha active. And slowly put it down. And rest. Now get back in the middle again and put one of your hands about 45 degrees next to you with the thumb facing down. So the outer edge of your arm is facing upwards, and slowly start to roll over your body. Ooh. So you should feel a stretch around your chest and the arm as well. And now move back to the middle. And let's do the other direction as well. So put your hand out to 45 degrees, diagonal, and rotate over your, if you put your left hand, then twist your upper body to the right. Feel free to put down your leg, your right leg. If it's very comfortable to you, then you can twist with both legs. And slowly move back to the middle. And rest. Now move back to the middle. We will do the same again, only now our hands won't be stretched, but in a perpendicular angle. So 90 degrees, you bend your elbow. Your hand is still 45 degrees, and then you bend your elbow, palms facing downwards, and then you twist. Try to keep your breathing soft and continuous. If you are gasping for air, then you are trying too hard. Take it back a little and try to enjoy the stretching. And slowly roll back to the middle and do this for the other hand. So 95 degrees stretch and then bend your elbow. 45, not 95. And twist. And get comfortable. And slowly move back to the middle and rest. And now move to the middle, and for the fun part, put one of your hands in front of you, so that will act as support. Bend your leg, one of your leg, and try to grab it from the inside, and from the inside. But like not like this. Yeah, very nice. And try to bend your knee, and like you push down your leg. I can't really show you this because this is how far my leg goes, but this can go all the way down to the ground, this here, but not to the side. So don't do something like this. It basically comes to here, right next to you. Very good. And bend your elbow and try to push it down like this. Okay? Okay. And try to keep your pelvis tipped backwards, so it's comfortable to your waist. And slowly put down. And let's do this for the other leg as well. So grab it from the inside and try to rotate it over. Try to touch the ground with your heel from a position like this. It's completely fine if you cannot. If you're very stiff, then maybe you can't even bend your elbow. Try to bend it at least a little, and it will start to let up slowly. And slowly let go. And rest a little. Now we will do a similar one, only we will grab both our legs, but now from the outside. So previously we did from the inside, now we grab it from the outside. Our hands will keep stretched. Touch together your toes and slowly elevate your legs. And when you have elevated them high enough, then you can start elevate your upper body as well. Just make sure that there's no discomfort in your waist. If you push your feet into your hands, then you can make it a little higher. You can go much higher than I. Backward bends are they are hard for me. So feel free to go higher. And slowly let go. And rest. Now push yourself up and get into Yoga Mudra. Try to make your waist as long as possible, compensate a little. And slowly push yourself up and get on your knees and straighten up. Backward bends are not over. Try to do this again, that there's no discomfort in your waist. It's very important. Try to make your spine as long as possible. So we will do the camel. Don't try to go backwards. Try to go upwards. Try to elevate your rib cage as far from your pelvis as possible. Try to make your waist as long as possible, and only go as deep as it really doesn't hurt. It's not worth it, simply. Okay, so first support your back with your hands like this. Tip backwards your pelvis, so it helps make the waist longer. Breathe in the chest. Activate the Uddiyana and Mula Bandha. You can practice this if you don't feel it yet. That just a little bit flexing the whole of your stomach. So pulling together your floating ribs and also activating the whole of the stomach area part. And with every inhale, stretch upwards. And if you feel comfortable, you can move a little bit backwards. And if you feel comfortable enough, then you can touch your heels. If not, then you don't need to. Just keep doing what you've been doing. If this is enough for you, then feel free to go back into the basic position. Activate your buttocks and tight flexors as well. Okay, and slowly let go. Get back into basic position. And sit on your heels and bow down. Yoga Mudra. In this position, if you close your knees completely and you bow over them and you breathe in your stomach and only your stomach, you can feel with every inhale, you can feel your waist get massaged a little. It can help release the tension there. If you're breathing faster, then try to slow it down again. Try to calm your whole body. And slowly get back into hands and knees. Go back into mountain pose. And with crossing your legs, arrive into Tadasana, Dandasana. If you feel like this is too much for your thigh flexors, then just bend your knees. It's completely fine. And from here, sit forward and then arrive into lie on your back. Pull your heels close to your buttocks. Put your hands next to you, palms facing downward, and start slowly elevating your pelvis. Make sure that there's no discomfort in your waist again. So only lift as high as it's comfortable to you. Activate your buttocks and tight flexors again. Breathe in the chest. Don't use the stomach for breathing. With every inhale, try to stretch forwards your chin with your chest. And slowly put down. And slowly sit up. Maybe roll to the side, and that's how. And bend over with an inhale. Stretch upwards, and with an exhale, bend over your legs. You can again bend your knees if it's too much for your thigh flexors or your waist. And don't pull yourself with your hands, it's very important. So it's just a touch. Don't try to go very deep now in this position. This is now a relaxing position. So try to let go everything and try to relax your waist, your back, your shoulders. And slowly come back, come up. And again, move forward and lie on your back. We will do fully reversed positions. If you feel like you would not do this today, then just rest in lying down butterfly. If you would come with me, then lift both your legs, keep them bent, and lift them above your head, and support your back with your hands. Knees close to the forehead, heels close to the buttocks. Pindasana. And now slowly, you can stay here if you want, but if you would come further, then just stretch your legs towards the ceiling and arrive into a candle. Sarvangasana. Try to support your back as close to your shoulder blades as possible. And let's get back into Pindasana, slowly. And from here, you can stay here, you can go back into lying down, or you can stretch your legs. If they can touch the ground, then feel free to link your hands behind your back. And keep your breathing calm, continuous, soft. Try to focus inward. Try to get comfortable. If all you can focus on is surviving, then you should move back into an easier position. If you cannot relax in this position. And slowly get back into Pindasana. Put down your hands and slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, get back into lying down position. And stretch your legs. Put your hands next to your body. Thumbs can be under the buttocks. And press your forearms hard into the ground. Elevate your upper body and put your head back on the ground. Make sure there's as little weight on the head as possible. With every inhale, breathe, stretch forward towards your chin with your chest and also a little upwards. And put together your toes and stretch downwards. And slowly get back into, elevate a little and then lie back down on your back. Put your hands to the side. Elevate your legs. Make them bend your knees in perpendicular degree. And Inhale, and with an exhale, roll them to one side. This should be a relaxing position as well, so don't twist yourself too much. And move back to the middle. Inhale, and with an exhale, bring your legs to the other side and look in the other direction. And move it to the middle. And put down. Roll to the side, to your right side. Arm under the head. And slowly push yourself up. Grab something to sit on. This can be a pillow or a yoga brick or some books. It doesn't really matter. Try to find a comfortable cross-leg position. If cross-legged is very uncomfortable to you, then sit however comfortable to you is. There's only one rule, that your spine needs to be straight and don't lean next to the wall. So if a chair is good for you, then sit on a chair. Just don't support your back with the back of the chair. Okay. Roll your shoulders backwards and downwards, palms facing upwards on your thighs. Pull back your chin a little and stretch upwards with the top of your head. With an inhale, elevate your rib cage as far from the pelvis as possible, and with an exhale, let go. You can even sigh. Close your eyes and just breathe. If you feel any tension still in the body, move your focus over that area and try to relax it consciously. You can even flex it as hard as you can for a few seconds and then letting go. Observe your breathing. We will do Anuloma Viloma, alternate nostril breathing. If you know how to do it, then start doing it. If you would come with me, then lift your right hand, put your index and middle finger in the middle of your forehead. We will use the thumb to close our right and the ring finger to close our left nostril. Make sure when you close it, it's just a gentle touch, so don't use big force. And close your right nostril and start breathing on the left. And after the next inhale, switch sides. So now we breathe only on the right. And after the next inhale, switch sides. Breathe out on the left. Breathe in the left. Switch sides, breathe out on the right. And keep doing this. You always switch sides after an inhale. And after every inhale. Let the inhale happen naturally, but try to make the exhales just a little longer. But again, don't run out of breath. Do one more full circle, and then close, put down your hand and return to your natural breathing. Observe what's inside. Observe your mood. Your breathing. If you find yourself wandering off, then just return to observing your breathing. Take a deep breath and sigh. And slowly get ready for relaxation. Put away the sitting tool and lie down on your back. Legs are stretched, at least hip width spread, and let your feet fall to the side. Hands should be next to the body, palms facing upwards. Stretch downwards with your legs, starting from the hip, and with the next exhale, let it go. Stretch downwards with your hands and upwards with the top of your head. And with the next exhale, let it go. Push your waist into the ground, stretch upwards with the top of your head, and with the next exhale, let it go. Try to relax your whole body. Try to get very comfortable. Let your weight over to the ground. Don't try to keep anything. And slowly move your focus over to your breathing. Your breathing is soft, continuous, without any effort. And slowly let go of observing your breathing and just relax, just rest, however long you like. Thank you for practicing with me. Have a nice day. I hope to see you again.